I'm Myriam.
And I'm Elyse. Two friends bound by the love of books.
Taking on the world one chapter at a time. This is the Book Bound Besties podcast. Hey, Book Bound Besties! Welcome to our season 1 teaser episode. We are very excited to introduce the book that we are going to cover this season. Elyse, would you like to do the honors?
We are going to read Fourth Wing.
Woo!
I am so excited. I have seen this book cover literally everywhere, all over Instagram, TikTok, in bookstores and stuff. And
You've heard me talk about it nonstop.
Yeah. And I have been trying to avoid any bit of information so I could have like genuine surprise reactions. But I am dying to read this book. So I'm so happy we have finally reached today.
I'm so impressed with your restraint, honestly. It's admirable.
So why did you pick up Fourth Wing to begin with?
Pretty much like you. I saw it everywhere. A lot of people said it really helped with your ACOTAR book hangover. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I honestly had no idea that it came out in May of this year. I thought it was a little bit older.
I assumed it was too, because like, I don't know, it's been everywhere. And then the second one just came out. So I was like, it has to be old, but no, it's pretty impressive that
I know
it's this new, this fresh.
Yeah. So given that you know absolutely nothing, I would love to hear what you think you know
okay.
about this story.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously I've looked at the cover and there's a dragon and it says fly or die, which like brings a whole new meaning to ride or die, you know?
Ooh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. So I'm thinking it's about riding dragons.
Okay. I mean, logical. Yes.
And I'm assuming the Fourth Wing is some sort of like group or I don't know, some sort of gathering of people, whether it's like a company or I don't know, not company. There's no companies in fantasy books, but you know what I mean? Like it's a grouping of people, dragon riders of sorts. And I'm assuming there's going to be some pretty spicy scenes because if we're going from ACOTAR, we need to keep that ball rolling.
That is true. That is true. Okay. No spoilers. I'm not going to give anything away. I will just say that your predictions are interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
And we will see.
Okay. I feel like this whole time I'm just going to have to not look at your face. Like just
No,
I just to have
I have
no
a great poker face.
Okay.
I think I will be able to keep.
I don't.
I know. I know. Which is why you're so good at cosplay and I only feel comfortable talking to the camera and
we'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay. So, given the fact that you know nothing, have you even read the synopsis?
No, I haven't.
No,
like I literally have not cracked the book open. I saw like Rebecca Yaros's Instagram like suggestions for you, and I was like, I will not even follow her yet. Like I just don't want spoilers.
So impressed with you. Seriously.
I have self-control when I want to.
Yeah, good for you. Okay, well, given that, I think that's lining us up perfectly to have a live reaction. So Rebecca Yaros and her publisher, Red Tower Books, have a photo on her Instagram. It's a pinned photo on her Instagram account. And it gives you 6 hints, 6 reasons to read this book.
Okay.
I'm going to give them to you.
Okay.
And we'll see what you think.
Okay.
So number 1 is there's chronic illness representation.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. It's enemies to lovers, my favorite trope.
My favorite trope too.
There are dragons, which like you predicted from the cover, and it says with the best personalities, and I can attest to that. Spicy AF, which I can also attest to. It's new adult fantasy. So I think that romantasy/new adult fantasy is kind of all in the same vein. And it's set at a war college. So you were correct when you said that you think the Fourth Wing is a group of people because they are set at a war college.
Okay. The college is Fourth Wing.
Okay. We will see.
Okay.
So would you like me to read to you the about the book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Enter the brutal and elite world of a war college for dragon riders. So far so good. Your predictions on point. 20-year-old Violet Sorrengail was supposed to enter the scribe quadrant, living a quiet life among books and history. Now, the commanding general, also known as her toughest Talon's mother, has ordered Violet to join the hundreds of candidates striving to become the elite of Navarre, dragon riders. But when you're smaller than everyone else and your body is brittle, death is only a heartbeat away, because dragons don't bond with fragile humans. They incinerate them. Aww. With fewer dragons willing to bond than cadets, most would kill Violet to better their chances of success. The rest would kill her just for being her mother's daughter, like Xaden Ryerson, the most powerful and ruthless wing leader in the Riders Quadrant. She'll need every edge her wits can give her just to see the next sunrise. Yet, with every day that passes, the war outside grows more deadly. The kingdom's protective wards are failing, and the death toll continues to rise. Even worse, Violet begins to suspect leadership is hiding a terrible secret. Friends, enemies, lovers. Everyone at Biscayeth College has an agenda, because once you enter, there are only two ways out. Graduate or die.
Oh my God.
How good does that sound? Like, aren't you so excited to read it?
I am very excited. I am very excited. I feel like it's checking all the boxes, and like I can't believe I finally get to read it.
Like, how epic.
I'm very excited.
So
I'm also, can I say, floored that I have not read Violet's name anywhere?
Yeah,
I've seen
possible?
I don't know. I've seen the name Xaden.
Okay.
Because
Hot
obviously,
name.
well, just, you know.
Yeah.
Book talks for the girls.
Yeah.
You know, the girls and the gays. So so anyway, that sounds amazing. I'm really excited. I feel like it's like pumping Violet up to be a really great protagonist. Like, I'm excited because like I'm excited for her challenge. I'm excited for her fight.
Yeah. Okay, let me try to come up with something that will not spoil for. Okay, in a lot of the other books that I've read, with the exception of One Dark Window, in this genre, the female protagonist is extraordinary. She's always hyper competent. Things, you know, even though she has challenges or has to go through trials, there's always something that makes it so that you know she's got it. And what I love about Violet is she's so normal. And she, like the synopsis mentioned, she wasn't meant to be there. She wanted to be a scribe. She's a book lover. She's like us. So it makes you really identify with her from the beginning.
And root for her, right?
And root for her.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah. It already, like, the synopsis made me want to root for her because I'm like, oh, yes, like, it's okay that you're fragile. You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Another phrase that people identify with Fourth Wing, when people say Fourth Wing, this is the first thing that pops into your mind, is Article 1, Section 1 of the Dragon Riders Codex. This is their rule book.
Okay.
A dragon without its rider is a tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead.
Oh, I just got chills. I just got chills. That's amazing.
Yeah. Any idea what that means?
I don't know. I'm assuming there's some sort of intense bond between dragon and rider, but I don't know. That's all I get from that.
I am an ebook reader, as our This or That video showed. So I think that, first of all, this book is beautiful.
Yes.
And there's a gorgeous map.
I know. I haven't looked at it. I like cracked it open and I was like, no, I mustn't.
Yeah, no, you really, it's going to ruin it for you. On the inside of the book jacket, when you open the book at first, is the synopsis that I just read to you, that Red Tower Books posted on Instagram. On the back cover of the book jacket is a little snippet about Rebecca Yarros herself. And then on the back, there is a excerpt. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, yeah, you're actually a really good reader. Like out loud reader.
Thank you so much. I'm usually so bad.
No, you're killing it.
I stumble over my words. I get so nervous.
No, you did great.
Like, so in class when you had to read out loud and like the teacher would say like, okay, we're going to go in order like this. I would go ahead to see which sentence I would have to read. And I'd read it like a million times in my mind.
Me too. I had like really bad anxiety though. I was painfully shy in high school.
I just.
But I too would read ahead to be like, okay, this is your word. Yeah. This is your word. Yeah. It's okay. Like, anyway.
Okay. So it starts off with a quote. One thing before I get started is Violet is our narrator. So it's in first person.
It's first person. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it makes you so much more into it.
Same.
Yeah. Anyone else feel like changing their mind? Xaden shouts, scanning the remaining rows of cadets with the same shrewd gaze of the navy blue dragon behind him. No? Excellent. Roughly half of you will be dead by this time next summer. The formation is silent except for a few untimely sobs from my left. A third of you again the year after that, and the same your last year. No one cares who your mommy or daddy is here. Even King Tari's second son died during his threshing. So tell me again, do you feel invincible now that you've made it to the Riders Quadrant? Untouchable? Elite? No one cheers. Another blast of heat rushes, this time directly at my face, and every muscle in my body clenches, preparing for incineration. But it's not flames, just steam. And it blows back Rhiannon's braids as the dragons finish their simultaneous exhale. The breeches on the first year ahead of me darken, the color spreading down his legs. They want us scared. Mission accomplished. Because you're not untouchable, or special to them, Xaden points towards the Navy dragon and leans forward slightly, like he's letting us in on a secret as we lock eyes. To them, you're just prey.
Ooh, okay.
So, like we said in the synopsis, Xaden is the wing leader, so you can assume he's in a position of power.
Yes, I could tell by his authority, the way he spoke.
Yeah, and the fact that he's giving this speech in the excerpt that we just read. I don't know if you picked up, but there's the scribe quadrant and there's the riders quadrant. So you can assume that there's two more quadrants.
Okay, I wasn't sure how many other ones, but I figured there were
quadrant
different group. Oh, right. That's how words work.
Yeah. So, we're going to be in this college. And you can think of it kind of like the 4 different majors in a university.
Right.
And kind of like the 4 houses at Hogwarts.
Right. Okay.
Because do
people pick quadrants that they would align themselves with?
They do.
Okay.
They do. That's why Violet wanted to be a scribe.
No, but I mean like fans. Sorry.
Oh.
Like the way Harry Potter fans are like.
That's a good question. I mean, I think everybody wants to think that they can be a rider.
Yeah.
That's you know what? I to be honest, now that we're going to have to wait a few weeks, but.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, you can find out on the internet. I don't know. But I have not seen any skits or memes or anything. Actually, that's a lie. There's one meme about a scribe.
Okay.
But other than that, everything is rider. Yeah.
Riders.
Yeah, rider focused.
I mean, who wouldn't want to ride a dragon?
Yeah. I'm so excited. I have so many questions for you. I want to know if the things that I pictured in my head, you're going to have pictured the same way. I'm so excited to, if you picked up on Easter eggs that completely flew over my head, which likely you're a lot more intuitive as a reader than I am.
I tend to be a bit more intuitive.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So based on the synopsis and the excerpt that we just read, what are your predictions?
Oh,
keeping in mind, there are 5 books in this series.
Oh.
There will be 5 books in this series.
So that's already been determined.
From the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
That gives me hope. Because when an author really sets out their plan, they tend to achieve it within the series.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes it's oh wow, our first 2 books sold so well, let's write a 3rd one, and then it's
like Twilight.
Things happen.
I mean, we loved Twilight.
We did.
We were
big
Twilight.
Yeah. But the fact that she's no, it's going to be a 5-book series or whatever, and is planning it from the get-go, that always turns out better.
That's true. That's true.
In terms of predictions, it's honestly, I don't have much to go on. And I haven't had too much time to process it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's going to be really intense and hopefully not too hard. Right now I'm just picturing her journey being so difficult and heartbreakingly difficult, but we'll see, I guess.
I'm so excited.
I feel like I'm taking a class on the book. The way you're presenting it feels like I'm in
in a good way
course. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
I also
good.
I love learning, right? I'm kind of a nerd, so I'm
same.
It's making me more excited to read it.
Okay, yeah. So what we're gonna do is going forward.
Yeah,
you're gonna have read 5 chapters at a time.
Yeah,
3 chapters at a time. TBD.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
I think.
Maybe I can
determine.
I can determine, because I don't want to put you in a position where there's a terrible cliffhanger, or maybe I do.
Or maybe you do. you could torture me a bit. I'm okay with that.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how I feel on a given week. How mean I feel. So we're going to do that. You're going to have read your chapters. I'm obviously going to read them with you because why not? And we're going to talk about what happened in the chapters.
Yeah.
you're going to give us your reactions. Yes. Elyse has very kindly agreed to take notes.
Yes. Yeah. I'm going to take notes. Potentially film some of my reactions too.
Yes.
I tend to be very expressive. So, I'm going to come prepared. I'm going to come to class prepared.
Like a good little student.
Yeah. So, we get to start reading?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know. I feel like I'm finally removing like torture from you. Like I'm freeing you from torture.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I'm just so excited to be able to talk to you about this for real without having to censor myself.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to start by reading the first 3 chapters of Fourth Wing, and we're going to get into it next episode.
Thank you so much for listening. Please rate this podcast and leave a review on whatever platform you are using to listen to us. It'll help other people find us. You can follow us on Instagram at bookboundpod and TikTok at bookboundbesties. And if you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please email us at bookboundbesties@gmail.com. Let's get to reading.